Hey everybody, welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I'm your host Tina.
And I'm your co-host, haha, got it right, Monica.
Good job, good job. So Monica, let's see. We are in full swing of the summer movie season. Aren't you excited?
Very excited.
Me
There's like
too.
a new movie out every weekend.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The only lull I saw really was in June. There wasn't a whole lot coming out. But I'm still pretty stoked.
Yes, me too.
So, yeah, regardless, let's see here. Well, actually, since we're talking about summer movies, what one is coming out this Friday?
Godzilla?
Yes! Ooh, that's going to be awesome. You're definitely going to see that, right?
Yes, even if I have to go by myself.
Me too, yeah. Definitely going to check that out because it looks great. And they're showing commercials every 5 seconds.
Did you see any better movie trailers?
No, I mean, I've been ducking those for the most part. But speaking of movie trailers, did you get a chance to check out that one we were talking about the other day, Lucy? The trailer
No,
for Lucy?
I didn't.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry, I forgot. Shoot, you wanna stop and start over?
No, it's
Now
okay.
that I said that.
We'll just be trimming this whole piece.
Wait, cut. Just
Stop.
kidding. Shit. All right, yeah, I forgot.
Okay, well, we'll just, So, anyway, yeah, speaking of summer movies, did you get a chance to go check out Spider-Man?
Yes, I did go check out Spider-Man.
Cool. Well, let's go over it briefly. I don't want to spend too much time on it, go too in depth, but did you like it?
I did a rating on it.
Oh, wait, you know what? I'm sorry, because I didn't say this right in the beginning, but in case, just to cover our bases, let's say that there's spoilers for Spider-Man 2 in this in this in this episode, so that way you can talk freely. But yes, spoilers for The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I worked on a rating system so that I can become uniform with, my ratings and my recommendations for everyone and all the listeners.
Okay.
So just to briefly go over it, I did a scale of 1 to 10 on numerous pieces of it, and then figured out a formula to come up with an overall rating.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds very scientific.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I mean, I take pride in this, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm gonna reference the storyline. That's 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Special effects, 1 to 10. The acting in the movies,
Mm-hmm.
1 to 10. True to the genre, meaning if it's a horror flick, is it really horror?
Like, how horrific was it?
Yeah. If it's a comedy, was it really funny? Okay, like that.
Did I laugh?
Right,
Okay.
1 to 10. And then overall rating, 1 to 10. And if anyone has any suggestions, you can write a post, and I can always add more topics to that rating, if you'd like.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. So cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, so for an overall rating of Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I gave it a 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
Okay, and between 6 and 10,
Uh-huh.
that would be something that I would recommend seeing in the theaters. So a 7.5, you can go check that out in the theater.
Go to your
Tell
local
those that
multiplex.
What'd you say?
Go to your local multiplex and check it
Yeah.
out.
So for the storyline, I said it was like, it's like a 6. That's not like a super high, but it's, in the medium,
Uh-huh.
in the middle.
Like,
because
just...
it's a classic superhero, tale.
Right, yeah. I felt like it was a little cluttered with, it just felt like with Electro and then the Green Goblin in the same movie, and then, like, especially with the what's his name, Harry Osborn, we didn't even meet him in the first movie, and then in this movie, they're supposed to be best friends, and then the whole thing with Gwen, it just felt like there was a lot going on, and the movie is long, it's like almost 2.5 hours, too, so, I do agree with the storyline, they could have streamlined that a little bit, I think.
Right, yeah, and there were some dull moments when it was like, not that I was like falling asleep or anything, but it was like, all right, let's hurry up and get to the next point.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Done with the woods.
For special effects, I gave that a 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you think I'm, reaching there, but I thought it was first of all, Electro looked amazing.
Yeah.
He looked so real. Um, and then also Spider-Man, of course, doing all his awesome tricks and
Yeah, I
jumping.
like the way they did his movements and stuff, and then with him swinging through the skyscrapers and
Yeah.
everything. I just thought that
Uh,
looked really good.
yeah. Then acting, I said it was about a 7, and I gave it a 7 because I like Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
But I do need to say that Jamie Foxx as Max, I thought it was so whack. I mean, I hated it.
Yeah,
As Electro was good, but Max, blech.
I do agree. I feel like Max was, and again, we haven't read the comics, so, but I do agree. I feel like Max was really over the top, and even I wouldn't even say so much that that's his acting, although I mean it is some of it, but I think it's the way the character was written, like with his pants being real high and like the hair and just it was like let's just really crank the nerdiness awkwardness up to 11 here, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you on that.
So I didn't like that at all, and I was waiting for it to like click for me, but it
Hmm.
didn't. So it just that I didn't like that part at all. But like I was saying, as Electro, it was
Hmm.
really good. I thought he was good, but that Max guy, he's got to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also the Rhino guy. I don't know how to say his name in the movie.
It's Paul Giamatti, that's the actor.
Yeah.
He's a well-known actor.
But that he was dumb as hell. Like every time I saw him, I was like, why are they putting this in here? Get this out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've heard anything about the Sinister Six, which is some kind of like villain group or something that's gonna happen. I don't really know. I know Doc Ock, remember from Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
That guy, I think he's part of it, and like some other guys. So I don't know if maybe that Rhino character is gonna come into play later on with the Sinister Six thing.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, it just seemed completely like, what the hell? It was like the Sandman in the third
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie. Like, why are we watching this right now? Like, and then for them to have such an actor like a well-known actor like Paul Giamatti play the character, that's why I'm thinking that's something that'll come into play later.
Right.
But I felt like that whole Rhino thing was really tacked on at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then I'm glad it wasn't just me because I was like, the hell.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yes. And then true to its genre, I gave that an 8 because I mean it was pretty much action packed. There wasn't too many spots where I was like I said there were some spots where I was starting to get a little bit bored,
Mhm.
but the action started back up. So
Right. Yeah.
overall, that's how I got a 7.5.
Sounds
Woo!
good. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll have to try adopting this rating system and see if it works for me and stuff. Also, so we'll see. But sounds good. That was very thorough. I'm trying to think if there was anything that I wanted to make mention of. Oh, one thing. It seems like all Spider-Man movies, and again, this might be something that ties into like a comic trait. I don't know, but it seems like all the Spider-Man movies have to have like some really over the top cheesy scene in them. Like in this one, it was the scene with the little kid going out in the Spider-Man suit.
Oh.
I was like, all those cops and all those
Right.
people, and nobody grabbed that kid. Like, and then in
I
the
was thinking, like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the mother, like,
Uh-huh.
why the hell are you there with your little kid? Shouldn't you be inside hiding under a
like
bed or something?
this guy is throwing rockets. Like, you need to get off the road.
This ain't no damn show.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
This
You
ain't
need, you
no
need to go
kids.
home.
Get your
Yeah,
ass inside.
I'd probably move out of New York if I lived in that particular New York City. I'd be like, there's crazy shit happening every single week here.
Yeah.
No way. So, but there was that scene, and then in the last movie, the first movie, there was that scene with the cranes where they all turned the cranes so that they could help him,
Yeah.
get up to that other building. And I don't know, it's just, and then there was a couple scenes, similar to that in the first three movies. I only saw the third Spider-Man movie once, so I don't remember it all that well, but I know for sure there was one in the other two movies. So I don't know if that's like a Spider-Man thing where they have to have that or what. And I can even excuse it in the first Spider-Man movie because that came out pretty close to around 9/11, and I know a lot of people were really feeling that shit, myself included. So like it's fine. I'll allow that. But then it's, I don't know, it seems like a reoccurring thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you always have this one scene that's like really, ooh, okay, yeah.
Get that shit out of
Yeah.
here.
Maybe leave that on the deleted scenes part of the
Yeah.
DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Just my opinion. But, yeah, okay, cool. Sounds good.
So did we want to mention the ending, or not the ending, but that one big major piece with Gwen?
Oh, well, yeah, what did you think of that? Well, I'm
Uh,
assuming you didn't know it was coming, right?
Hell no, and it was bullshit. It was just straight bullshit. I just kept waiting, like, is she gonna be alive? Is this a joke? What's going on? Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you read anything that says that she's gonna come back to life or
I
something?
think she's dead. Like, dead ski.
How do you just like? How do you kill her? Like she's his love interest.
Well, see, like I kind of had a feeling that she may die only because I remember when they cast Gwen Stacy in the third Spider-Man movie back however many years ago that was. They were talking about, oh, then she dies, blah blah blah, and then I was like, oh well, whatever. And then so I had a feeling that she might die, but I thought that they would keep her alive at least till like the end of the movie, or I have no idea. I didn't really know, and then I didn't want to read anything about it. So, but from what I hear, she dies very similarly in the comics. But yeah, she's pretty much gone.
I mean, that's just I can't. I mean, I'm just not happy with that at all. Just not.
Yeah,
I'm not happy, not at all.
I don't like it either. The one thing I will say though is that it's kind of at least realistic because like him like pulling people with his webs and shit, like people should be having whiplash and back problems from that because it's like it's so much force and it, you know what I mean? So it's like that
I mean,
totally
yeah. Well, in that case, realistically, these motherfuckers ain't supposed to be scaling skyscrapers. Okay, you're not supposed to look like a jellyfish, Electro. Like what's going on? But yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was sad. It was a very interesting character. Although when she was standing out in the man, I don't even know where they were. The like the place where all the wires and stuff were, the electric
Yeah, I know what you're talking
plant,
about.
yeah. And then
It was like the power center for the city.
yeah, and then she came out and was standing there in the clearing and talking to him. I was like, "Oh my god, get under cover! You know somebody's coming."
Go hide.
Yeah,
Shit's still real out here. Okay?
yeah, and it's like you are just a plain old human. You need to hide,
Yeah,
and you're a
yeah,
girl, so
Yeah.
you know they're gonna come after you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of whoa, kind of sad.
Okay, and everyone, just so you know, it's still in theaters if you wanted to check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I read though that it got bumped to second place. Neighbors was number one.
I still have to see that.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to see that.
Yeah, you can make it a double feature this weekend.
Yeah, right? I will. I'll do that.
Good, because I want to know what you think of that movie.
Okay.
All right, cool stuff. So, moving on from Spider-Man, because that was like the newest movie. What did you watch? Did you get a chance to watch your Silver Springs haunting movie?
No, I'm still going to watch that, but
Uh-huh.
actually, I watched something different. It's called Triangle.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, okay. Now, you've seen Triangle, right?
Yes, it was when I first got my Kindle. It was for Amazon Prime. It was like the first movie I ever actually watched on my Kindle.
Okay. All right. All right. So I've never even heard of this movie. I didn't know it was made. The cast, the two main people that the listeners might know is Melissa George. She was the wife in Amityville Horror, the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what I remember her from. And I think she was on Grey's Anatomy for like a minute too, but she was like
Yes.
weird or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're right. Yes. I was like, wait, you know how you're like, I know I've seen her in something else. Yeah, okay.
Nope.
And then Liam Hemsworth. He is fine. Okay. Now this is the actual real life brother of Thor.
Right.
Yes.
Gail Hawthorne.
Yes. And he's Gale in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So they're in this. I saw this movie on Netflix. That's where you can check it out. Overall rating, I gave it a 7.25.
Wow.
Real precise, right?
Yeah. So I guess you're gonna be hovering in the 7 section then.
Okay, so let me tell you, for storyline, I gave it a 7 for creativity because this was definitely mind-boggling. After the movie, I was still talking about it, trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
Yeah, I was
okay?
like, what did I watch here? Hold on.
Like, what the fuck just happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you've ever seen Sphere, I keep bringing that shit up, but it's similar to the movie Sphere, wherein the ending is debatable.
Yeah, yeah. It can be interpreted different ways. That's true.
Yes. Okay, for special effects, I also gave this a 7, higher up there, because in this movie, okay, the storyline, it's just so complicated. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Basically, these group of friends on a boat get into a storm and stranded, and they find this huge giant cruise ship that comes along and picks them up. And they're trapped on this cruise ship, and it's like the same events keep happening over and over and over. And to get off of this ship, the one girl, Melissa George, she figures out that she has to kill everyone for the rescue ship to come back to get her so that she can go home to her mentally disabled son. Okay, so, and I mentioned that because that does play a part in the storyline. That's why I brought that up. But
right.
So, but everything keeps happening over and over, and she finds, like, she runs into herself, a different version of herself from beforehand and afterhand. Like, how confusing is this, right?
Yeah. And I even saw it, and I'm trying to, like, remember. I'm like, yeah, okay,
yes.
okay.
One of her friends, in different... It's like 3 or 4 different versions of the story going on.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, you'll see this one scene. You see a pile of her one friend. Uh-huh. It's a pile of bodies of the same woman. So you realize that this has happened over and over and over and over.
Right.
It's just like, and it's so many bodies, and like I guess they've been there so long that we got seagulls eating at them and flies. Anyway, so the special effects, that's where that 7 comes in.
Oh, okay.
Acting, 7, I gave it for believability. Melissa was really good in it.
Right, yeah, I remember. She's pretty much the main character, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
True to the genre, I gave it an 8 because I definitely, this movie is a mystery and a thriller. Mm-hmm. It definitely kept me guessing. Like I said, I'm still guessing. I still don't know what the hell happened. And it was thrilling. I jumped so many times. Especially the shotgun in that movie.
What?
The shotgun.
The shotgun? Oh, see, I don't remember.
Every time she's shooting that shit, I'm like jumping out of my skin.
Oh, okay.
9.25.
Cool.
So that was on Netflix. You can check it out there. And I would say it's cool to have just so you can show people to fuck with their head.
Yeah, yeah. So you'd say definitely check it out then. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Cool. I might have to rewatch it because like I remember it and I remember being like, oh, that was interesting, but I don't remember all like the fine points and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
It was one of those things where you can't figure out whether the chicken came first or the egg type of thing.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what? So, but it's crazy. So it's mind-boggling. Go check it out.
Cool. So yeah, I did actually get to watch Heathers, like I said I was going to. A lot of times I say I'm going to watch something and then I don't. But this one I did watch, and this is also on Netflix. We're really doing it up Netflix style lately. But that's okay, because this is a movie. It came out in 1988, and it seems like one of those movies that I should have seen at some point. I didn't, so I'm glad I finally got a chance to watch it. It was good, but I really feel like I missed the boat on it. If I had seen it, if I was the right age when it came out or something, it probably would, or if I grew up with it, it would have had more of an impact on me. It's got Winona Ryder and Christian Slater in it, so they're like the late 1980s teen darlings of
Yeah,
movies. So
yeah. Hmm.
they were a good team in there. And it's definitely like a black comedy or a dark comedy, however you want to say it. But it's not like a laugh out loud comedy. It's more of like a what do you call it? Like a satire.
Satire. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and it was just funny because like the main thing that I was thinking while I was watching it is they would never ever be able to make this movie today, like nowadays, because it's them killing off the bullies and mean people of their school because they're all high schoolers.
Like legit killing them.
Yeah, like the one girl they they poison her, and then the two boys they make it look like they shot each other and all this crazy stuff.
On purpose?
Yeah,
Oh snap!
but it's yeah exactly. But it's not meant to really be like a serious movie. It's more of like a like I said, a satire of kids, growing up in the late '80s, and parents just don't understand and all that shit.
So
So
I'm gonna kill everybody. What?
yeah, but it's like I said, I feel like I kind of just missed the boat on it. So it was entertaining for sure, but it's not something I would say you have to see. I feel like because every time I ever hear anything about this movie, it's always highly rated and stuff. So, but
So you think you were expecting more than what you got?
no, because I mean, well, like I kind of knew that going in. I'm like, well, this is going to be in a different mindset. Like it being a teen in the 80s is different than being a teen in like what the late 90s or whatever. Like our movies were, like Clueless and Mean Girls, I'd say. Um, which these are totally different movies, so I'm not going to compare them too much. But like that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. It was good, but it's not something I'm probably not ever going to watch it again. I don't think.
Okay. Hmm.
But I'm glad I finally saw it. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So it's not a glowing review, but I'm glad I saw it. I can check it off the
It's,
list now.
it's an honest review.
Yeah.
Honest review.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it would probably be very different if I was 10 years older or if I had seen it when I was younger.
Mm.
But that's how it is.
Yeah, but that's where the cookie crumbles.
Yeah,
You can't win them all.
That's life in the big city here. So. Now, see, I would say now would be the time where we would normally pick our movies for next week, but like I know both of us are going to see Godzilla.
Yeah.
And so that'll probably be the main focus of the next episode, I would think. And you also have to watch the trailer for Lucy.
Yes,
You
I
know
do.
what? When we finish this, I will post it on the podcast page and you can just look at it there. So we'll get that taken care of. But yeah, I definitely want you to see that because I think you'll be really interested in watching it. But yeah, so we're not going to pick anything for next week, if that's cool with everybody. And so okay, I've been following this.
I'm so excited.
I've been following this story all day because I read about it this morning, but I could only find it on like a couple of websites. So I was like, well, it's probably not confirmed, or it will be unconfirmed in a few hours or something like that. But then throughout the whole day, it just got more and more and more, and now it's on IMDb and all those places. So I'm pretty sure it's okay to go ahead and talk about it. But we read earlier today that I guess in the next X-Men movie, which I don't know its title or anything like that, but they're gonna have the Gambit character, and that Channing Tatum is gonna play Gambit. So yeah, that's very interesting. I know Days of Future Past is like set or is based on some stuff from the comics and then some stuff from the cartoons, but I haven't read the comics, and I just started recently rewatching some of the cartoons because I used to love those cartoons when I was little, but I don't remember them all
Me
that
too.
well.
Me
So
either.
yeah, I watched like the first 3 the other day, and I already saw like some stuff.
Where'd you watch them?
My boyfriend has them on DVD.
Oh, okay.
But you know what
Man,
sucks
some
is
bullshit. I can't get Netflix. Or...
you know what I was just gonna say with some bullshit is they used to have it on Netflix because I had it in my queue for the longest time. I was like, I'm gonna rewatch all those, and it ain't in there anymore.
Aw.
So right, yeah, it sucks.
Because
But
you sent me a picture of Gambit in Rogue earlier.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
like, do you remember this? And I'm like, oh, snap! Yeah!
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. And then I don't know how well you remember that first Wolverine movie, but that character was in there also. He was the guy with like the longer hair,
Mm-hmm.
and he had the. Did you see that movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you remember the character in there?
Yes.
Okay. I do vaguely. I mean, I only saw that movie once. So, but so yeah, there was some talk, I guess, if they were going to have the character, were they going to get that same actor to play him again, and or go with a totally new person, or blah blah blah. But I guess they're going with Channing Tatum. So, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I love Channing Tatum. Not just because he's super attractive, but I think he's funny. I don't necessarily like him when he's trying to be super serious. I don't think he really pulls that off all the time. But when he's being funny, I love him, and I think he could bring some comedy into this if that's the way they're going to go with it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I'm of what do you call it? Of two minds. Because I do agree. I actually like Channing Tatum, like you do, and not just for his looks, but I do. I like that he can poke fun at himself. He's really good at that, and he is very funny. And he like does all these different types of movies. Some of them don't go over as well. Like you said, the really dramatic stuff is a little lacking sometimes, but he can definitely pull off action, and which is something you would definitely need for an X-Men movie.
Right.
And so yeah, I the only real concern that I have is him pulling off the Cajun accent, because the one or two times I've seen him with an accent, it was pretty ew.
So he has to have a Cajun accent? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Like, do you remember what's his name? That was on True Blood in the first season. Yes. Did you just picture Channing Tatum with a Cajun accent? See what I mean?
Yes. Oh Lord Jesus. So wait, you read that, or you just remember Gambit having a Cajun accent?
No, he's Cajun. Like, he's from New Orleans or Louisiana or whatever. Like, he's like a part of his character. So, and then in the cartoons, I just watched it like a week ago. He's got an accent. Maybe not as strong as Renee or whatever on True Blood, but there's definitely an accent.
No. I'm not. I can't see him doing that.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause this right now, and you're gonna listen to a YouTube clip of him, and then we'll resume right afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, here it goes.
I'll take these.
You must like to play cards.
I like solitaire, okay? Unless I got someone to play with.
Unless I got someone to play with.
Is that the cartoon?
Yeah, that was the cartoon.
Yeah. No. That's fine.
So, now we're back, and Monica has heard a little snippet of Gambit, because her memory isn't too good from when we were kids watching the cartoons. So, now, what do you want to say?
No. I mean, I can't see Channing Tatum pulling off that accent.
Right.
That crazy ass, weird ass accent. I'm sorry, but
Ooh, yeah.
but listen, okay, so what's the process here? I mean, just because somebody's a star doesn't mean they don't audition. So he still had to audition, so...
Well, not always.
No?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, he's got, like, mega star power right now. And also, he... a while back or something had expressed an interest in playing this character because it was like his favorite X-Men character or something like that. So, and he's like a really big bankable star right now. So, I'm not saying that's for sure, but it could be the case. But yeah, I'm in that's like, I'm cool with him and stuff, and I think it would be cool, alright, but the accent kind of terrifies me.
Yeah. So wait, that comes out this month.
Oh, no. This is for the next X-Men movie. Wait, you thought it was for the one coming out in like... Don't you think he would have been in the commercials and stuff?
Yes. Now that I've said that out loud, I feel like a fucking dumbass. Yeah.
I'm like...
But... Oh, so I gotta wait all the way until when? Fucking 2022? 2020?
2016, I'd say, probably.
Because there's another one just about to come out, so...
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to revisit this, obviously.
Yeah, I'll wait till the teaser trailers before I say anything too much. But I'm like, yeah, cool, but ooh, the accent.
Yeah, I agree. I see why you said that.
Yeah, so I don't. We'll see. But still, that was interesting, though, I think.
Yes.
I would think Magic Mike will come out. Magic Mike 2 will come out before we'll see him as Gambit. So.
Am I allowed to say that? Yum.
Yes, you may. But, okay, so moving on from the big X-Men news. Can't wait to see that movie. But anyway, moving into our show section.
Okay, so last episode... Wait, Tina, the way you say episode cracks me up. Because, like, you enunciate to, like, say it. Go ahead.
Episode?
Yeah. So
Wait.
listening to it, I'm like...
How do you say it? How do I say it differently?
You're like, I can't even say it like you. It's like episode, like every letter I can hear you pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
Not that it's bad. It's
No, it's
so
funny though.
Like crisp, some crispy ass words.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Anyway, moving on with TV shows. Now this show, the season finale was a couple weeks ago, but because you watch it also, I'm able to discuss it now. So let's just take a few minutes and let's go over our thoughts and reflect on the latest season of Scandal.
Okay, so it was a great season as usual. I still think it was good. The last episode, there were a few things going on there that I don't think I'm gonna like. I don't like where it's heading. Okay? First, we could start off with Harrison.
Oh, bad boy Harrison, yeah.
Okay, so the episode ends with a gun in his face. Daddy Pope. Papa Pope.
Papa Pope, yeah.
Papa Pope is indicating that he's going to take Harrison out, right?
Right.
So it ends and we're like, that ain't gonna happen. But so what did you read?
Well, see, I read, or I think my sister may have told me that Shonda Rhimes, the creator of the show, they did the ending that way on purpose because of his whole legal troubles that he's going through right now. So, and then I guess those didn't turn out very well, so they decided to cut him from the show, so he ain't gonna be back next season.
Yes. So, whether he gets killed or not, we won't see him anymore.
Right, yeah.
I am not happy.
No
this
closure.
is like Grey's Anatomy when
Burke? Yeah.
Yeah, Burke. He just was on the last week's episode or...
Oh yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah. But what the fuck? I mean, you can't just take a major character like that and just completely eliminate them.
Well,
what?
Those major characters shouldn't fuck up in real life.
Yes, this is true.
Being
I'm just
such morons.
I'm not happy about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because it's going to be, whatever the ending is or conclusion is for his storyline, it's going to be rushed and not how you'd ideally want it. I will say he's not one of my favorite characters. I find him very arrogant and, like, I don't really like him on the show. I actually, on the show, I prefer when the show is more based in the White House, like with, Cyrus and Fitz and Melly and Olivia and all them. Her crew is cool, but I prefer
the gladiators.
That's it, the gladiators. Yeah, I prefer the White House a little bit more. I just find them more interesting.
Did you notice this? And I mentioned this to my mom before watching the show. Mm-hmm. Their acting style. Do you see now? And I know it's not these specific actors because I've seen them in other things and they don't act that way. So for this specific show, they do this like rushed dialogue and then they get real passionate about it, and it's just like a flow, and they keep going, and I'm going to tell you about everything that you're about to do, and then I'm going to keep talking on the Why are you guys talking like that? It's starting to annoy me.
Thank you for saying that, because I have noticed, and it's like a thing, and I want to say it's a Shonda Rhimes thing, because I noticed certain traits of it back when I used to watch Grey's Anatomy. It's like everything has to be, we're going to make this into a hashtag thing, and it's going to blow up on Twitter. Everything needs to be something like a cool, what do you call it? Like a water cooler moment that people can discuss. So, like, her calling her team gladiators. It's like, oh, and then like there was one season, I need you to wear your white hat and keep working, and it's like she said white hat like 18 times, and I'm like, hey.
Did you say white hat? One more.
Yeah. And then like I remember on Grey's Anatomy, she kept saying like, I'm your person, you can confide in me. Like she said, I'm your person like 12 times in one scene. Yeah. It's like this thing where it's like every moment is a for your consideration Emmy entry clip that they use or something. So yeah, I do notice that.
Okay. Now, in the beginning, I mean, I picked up on it right away, but I'm just like, okay, it's cool. But what season are we in now? It's getting annoying. I'm being honest. Like when they start doing that, I'm starting not to even pay attention to what they're saying because I'm so annoyed that they're going with this cadence, with this dialogue. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I totally agree. And whenever Olivia does that and she's talking to Fitz, you know he's just going to walk up to her and grab her and kiss her, and they're going to have a passionate kiss, and it's going to fire up the screen, and we're all going to forget everything. I mean, I like them together. I think they have great chemistry and stuff, but I'm just saying.
Yep. So, yeah, I had to throw that in there while we were, because I was like, I mean, I can't hold this in anymore. It's driving me crazy.
I agree. Very much so. Oh, boy.
Well, how about you saw Jake and Olivia on a plane flying away together?
Yeah, I mean, you know something's gonna bring her back, but I don't know. Yeah.
So are y'all together now?
I mean, like Jake, if Fitz wasn't around, I'd be like, yeah, Jake's cool. We should probably see what's what with him, but he's just, it's like, you're just in the way. Go away. You don't have a chance with anything, kiddo.
To be honest, I'm tired of the back and forth with Olivia and Fitz.
Yeah.
So I actually wouldn't mind her being with Jake, even for a season, because it's getting old to me. Like, oh, we're gonna be together, now we're not. We're gonna be together, now we're not. Oh, now we have an arrangement again, now we're not. Now we hate each other, now we love each other. I mean,
it is a lot of back and forth. I do hate that. Like, I want them together. But I agree. I don't at the back, like, it's either just work for it. And they did, not to keep bringing it up, but it's same thing with McDreamy or Derek and Meredith. That I'm like, oh my god, just I can't anymore. This is just getting so annoying. So yeah,
she also did Private Practice, and that show was not like these shows.
Oh really? Oh okay, cool. Because I didn't watch that show really, so I have no.
I did, and when I didn't know it was ending, I said, wait, what? There's 2 episodes left. Like, whenever I hear series finale, I, like, have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean?
It's like, no, my show.
It was going to be, you know that show's over. I was like, what? No!
Exactly, yeah. It's crazy.
I'm trying to get off in a tangent, but I'm just saying Private Practice wasn't like these 2 shows.
Oh,
she
okay.
did, and it was good. It was good.
Well, I wonder if they're separate writers then. I don't know. See, I know she's the creator, but I don't know, like, if she writes most of the episodes or I don't know anything like that.
I see. All right, so what's up with Olivia's mom being captured?
Oh my god. That's just let's hold her till next May when we need to have a finale. Oh, yeah. Mama Pope got out of the cage, so now she's on the run. You know, like, how? No.
She should have got shot on the spot. Why is that bitch still alive?
In the back of the head, like execution style. Get her quick out. Get her out. Like I hate stuff like that because you know it's gonna come into something later, and I don't feel like dealing with that.
And I don't feel like she serves any more of a purpose. Okay, the big secret came out. Her dad wasn't really that horrible, but now he is. All right, and her mother didn't do shit for her. Okay, she's dead now. She needs to be gone.
Yeah, I completely agree with that for sure. Garbage. I don't like it at all. And what?
I said I hate it.
Oh yeah, I hate it. Yeah, definitely. And then, what about Huck and Quinn bumping uglies?
Bumping uglies. Wow. I really don't care about them I like, first of all, I like Huck as a character. I really like him.
Uh-huh.
Quinn is annoying as hell. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it sucks she got her molars pulled out. Or her molar pulled out and her face licked by Huck. He tried to kill her. Yeah, I feel you. But it's over now. Like, you don't want me on the team. I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Whenever the storyline switches to her, I'm like, no.
Yeah. So them being together, I really could care less.
Yeah.
And I do not want it to turn into where we're seeing them having sex in corners all the time.
No.
I'm good. How many scenes already? Like, every time we saw them, she was going down.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got all this, like, pent-up rage and frustration, so it's always looking like, oof, it's looking rough. So, no, I don't need to see all that.
That's hilarious.
But, yeah, so Huck and Quinn, and then, it looks like Fitz is headed towards some dark times. He wasn't doing too good towards the end of last season.
No, not after his son dropped dead on the stage.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. But it secured his re-election, so...
Said, well, it served its purpose.
Oh, that was mean. But, yeah.
That's what it was for.
Yeah.
And so now he knows about Melly's rape by his Faja.
Faja. Yeah.
So, you think they're going to be together now?
I don't know. I don't think so. He has a new, like, I don't know, would you say, like, appreciation or something for her, for sure. But I don't think it's going to turn into, like, a whole, thing where he's madly in love with her. They might, I could see them teasing that for a while, in the beginning of the, like, first couple episodes or something. But then it's going to be like, no, I need Olivia back here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, we shall see.
Regardless, yeah, that really sucked that happened to her, and yeah, she changed a bit after that, but she still was a bitch. Like, she still did horrible things and didn't have a conscience about it.
Right. And then you got that guy that's
conscious.
Yeah, conscience. Yeah.
I said a conscience. What the fuck? All right.
And then you got the VP, the new VP, who's, like, madly in love with her or whatever, too. So, I don't know. Lots of rage and hormones on that show.
Basically.
So, yeah, it's interesting, and I'm definitely going to watch it next season. This season was the first season that I watched week to week. Because last summer, I caught up on all the episodes because they were on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. But yeah, I watched them all there, and then I DVR'd this season and watched it week to week.
Finally, a show that I got you on. Usually, you get me on shows.
Yeah.
Mostly everything.
Well, yeah, Maria, or my sister Maria, who's been on the show, and my mother also watched the show, and they're like, "You gotta watch it. It's so addicting." Blah blah blah.
Word.
And I was like, all right. I'll give it a whirl. But yeah, so yeah, that's what was that, season 3? Season 3 finale of Scandal?
Probably. Don't
I feel like it was season 3. I'm pretty confident in saying season 3. So, yeah, moving on from Scandal. So I guess we'll head into Game of Thrones time now.
I made it Thrones. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Oh, I read today that they're coming out with another beer for Game of Thrones, um, sometime in the fall. And I tried some of the Fire and Blood or whatever the one that's out now with the dragons on it. And I
Mm.
tried it. I don't really like it, but I mean I'm not a real big beer drinker anyway, so it's
Is it
no
a
big
bitter
shock.
beer?
Uh, it's almost got like a little like spice to it. I'll have to send you some or something.
Can mail me some.
Mail me a bottle. Yeah, yeah. No, it was all right, but it's not a beer I would. I like lighter beer, and this is
Okay.
like dark and
I,
so.
I actually like dark beers, but I don't like when they're bitter. I think that's called an IPA. But let me stop now. 'Cause I don't really know too much about beer. Let me research it. I'll bring
Yeah.
it back to y'all. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You whatever you say, boss. I
We
don't
gotta
know
have
shit.
Brian as a guest on here and talk about beer for hours.
That's
Oh,
your
Brian
brother?
is my brother. You guys.
Yeah,
Brian
cool.
Greasy. Shout out to my brother Brian Greasy. Hey, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, but yeah, they got another beer coming out, so that's cool. And I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it's called Valar Morgulus or something. But anyway, it translates into All Men Must Die, which is the slogan for this season. So that's pretty cool, I'd say.
pretty catchy. Pretty
Yeah,
catchy.
pretty interesting. But anyway, moving on into this last episode, which was what, six? Number six, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
The laws of gods and men.
Oh. Well, speaking of laws, the big thing of this episode was the trial, I guess. Now, jeez, I don't even know what to say about this whole thing.
Let's start with Shay, because that bitch needs to get cut. 'Cause, I mean, first of all, it was completely obvious that Tyrion was saying all of that stuff to her so that she would leave. How
Right.
she didn't figure that out, I don't know. Because obviously she didn't realize, so now she's back with a vengeance, saying a whole bunch of lies on the stand.
Well,
What's that about?
do you think that somebody might be making her do that too, though?
But she seemed angry though when she turned to Tyrion and she was like, "I'm a whore, remember?" I'm like, oh, snap! She's pretty pissed. She's pretty pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I'm just kind of hoping she's not actually that mean, but
I think she's a woman scorned because she's dumb as hell and she really thinks that played her and he didn't.
see, everything would be fine if she hadn't have been all loud about their relationship and that other handmaiden had heard everything.
So it's her own fault.
Yeah, being a moron.
And how did she get back here? We're gonna have to let's see what happens. Why she was supposed to have gone.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, he was pretty pissed off. The gloves are coming off now. It was a good scene with him there, I thought.
Because she
But-
broke his heart.
Yeah.
Everything now.
Yeah. Exactly. That's it. So he's gonna do the trial by combat. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So do you know who he's gonna fight?
No, I have no idea. A friend of mine was saying that he really thinks that it's going to be Jamie. It's going to be brother versus brother.
I think because Jamie is the right hand of the king. The
Oh,
hand of the king or something.
The king's head of the king's guard or something. Yeah. He's
Whatever it is, he's the top fighter for the king, right?
right.
So I think he would be the one that's gonna fight Tyrion.
Now,
I mean,
I feel
Yes.
like if that happens, I feel like out of the two of them, Jamie's gonna die.
yes, I agree because Jamie only has one hand and he's still training.
Well, Jamie only has one hand. He storyline wise, he doesn't have shit going on.
Hmm.
And also, well, yeah, besides the one hand thing. And then also, I feel like that would be his, what do you call it? Like, going out in glory or whatever. Like, with the, because,
So
you
he
know,
can go on the book,
what?
so he can get in that book.
Right. And then that way that'll, like, for the character, like, as we, the audience, and that way we would, you know, like, oh, he went out saving his brother. Like, if something's happening where it looks like he might win. Like, I could see him, like, maybe sacrificing himself, but still
Yeah.
making it look like, Tyrion won. And
Mhm.
then that way that'll, in the audience eyes, he'll be redeemed, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't really have a whole lot storyline-wise going on. He said his goodbyes to Brienne, and him and Cersei aren't nothing really going
They
on
ain't
there.
getting on no more.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, this will also, or I would think, it would kind of, like, even though, of course, Cersei would be extremely mad about the whole thing,
Mhm.
I think Tyrion would be under the protection of his father at that point because he's the only person that can carry on the bloodline. So
Okay.
people
Yeah.
won't be trying to stab him. Not saying that they, because who knows with this show, but like
Right.
he wants, his main concern is his family's legacy and bloodline and the
Right.
name and everything. So he's gonna want Tyrion to have kids to do that. So
Right.
that's my
Because,
opinion.
yeah, Jamie definitely just talked to Tywin about that, and that's that deal that they made.
Yeah.
Jamie was like, if you spare Tyrion, I'll go off to wherever. I don't know where he said, but he'll carry on the bloodline. So that makes sense of what you're saying. Because why was that the deal? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good job. I think I'm going with that. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want Jamie to die, but you're right. Ain't shit going on with him.
Yeah, and he's pretty much like a side character at this point. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, with the show, I don't know. So it
I
could
wanted
be
to
something.
ask you.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Did you see Marjorie? You see her steaming over in the corner there? I mean, obviously she knows that Tyrion didn't kill.
Oh yeah. She did look a bit perturbed, I think.
So, do you think she's gonna speak up, or I feel something's happening there because why do we keep seeing her reactions? And they're not like, oh my god, this is horrible. It's more like, I'm angry. This is some bullshit. I know he didn't do it. Type of reactions.
Yeah, I don't know, but it would mean screwing around with her setup and like her grandmother and stuff. So I don't know how far she would take that,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she was definitely perturbed about the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if she's gonna do anything.
I like that character a lot too, so I'm interested
Yeah.
to see what she's gonna do. Very, very interested. But yeah, that was some good stuff with the trial there.
Yep.
I definitely am excited for next week. So, with the storyline, here comes the part that I don't care about. So yeah, Stannis Baratheon he didn't fly, but he sailed into that really epic looking city, which I
Yeah.
didn't catch the name of. But apparently they have money that he needs, so he pled his case and asked for some coin. Some cash money, and they told him to leave, basically.
Yes.
They're like,
Join.
no.
Yeah.
You're not the king right now, so we're gonna say no. So that was kind of cool, just because he's so, like, I mean, they're doing a good job, because I don't like that character at all. I find him boring and just mean and blah.
Yeah, I could care less if he just stopped showing up in the show.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, what happened to Stannis? I wouldn't even mention it.
Right, exactly. So.
So what's his name? Davos?
Oh.
Davis?
Yeah, his advisor. I'm not sure of his name, and I'm sorry about that. But I do like him. Like him way more than Stannis. And he's got his short fingers.
Yeah. He came in with his short fingers and did his little speech and got the cash.
Yeah.
Showed his subs. But you know what? I
What?
forgot all about that. I was like, damn, what happened to his hair?
Like, oh, how'd that happen?
You know that happened to him.
Whoa, surprise.
Oh man.
I know. It's this show is there's so much going on with every character, and every character is like so rich and complex and stuff that I forget stuff. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm not paying attention or that I don't like it.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, a lot going on there. But yeah, I like that guy. Don't care about Stannis. And I especially don't like his red-haired witch friend.
definitely don't like her. She's annoying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So how about that really poorly executed rescue that Theon's
Wait.
sister? What?
So the rescue actually was gonna work out. Okay, but bitch ass Theon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is a trick. You're not gonna trick me. And he runs back into the cell.
I was
and
like, how come
holds it
somebody?
on.
Yeah, how come somebody didn't like knock him out, like
Yeah.
with the back of their sword or something? He just dragged him
That's what
out of there.
Exactly. That's what would have really would have happened.
Yeah, that whole scene was like just weird, and then like, the guy busts in and he's got the blood all over his chest and stuff.
Yeah,
And it's like,
win.
oh, so you killed all those other guys, or?
Is that because last time I saw you was having sex? So
Right. Which at first I was like, oh my god, he's gonna like slaughter that lady, and that's how he got the blood all in his chest. But no, he actually just killed all those other men. So okay, sure. But yeah, it seemed very like filler type. You know, it was kind of a little weird. But yeah, they're all coming in. Yeah, we're gonna save Theon, and we got all our ships, and you know, big rousing speech she had, and then no, forget it, he's dead. Let's go.
Yeah. Now I want to know how many dogs did Iwan or Owan or
How many dogs?
yeah, I don't know his name, but I can't call it. But how many dogs did he let out for them to like? Isn't there about 10 or 12 of y'all with swords? You can't just stab one of those dogs. Not that I want to see animals die. I do not. I love animals. But so now y'all just ran away and my brother is dead.
And they weren't dire wolves. They were just regular dogs.
Yeah. So I don't understand that. Like you said, filler.
Yeah, I guess so. But I will say that now, okay, so now Theon Reek, he did a good job, so he's getting a bath, and he wants him to play Theon Greyjoy, and then I really hope that doesn't come to play, because that sounds extremely annoying and boring.
Yes. I mean, and Theon, I understand that he's, like, traumatized or whatever, but, like, so now you're gonna play yourself? I mean, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, it's just, I'm not feeling that at all. Ugh, God. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on with that, but whatever. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about briefly was the whole thing with Daenerys, where she was on the throne or whatever, and listening to the people's complaints.
Yes.
What did I really actually, it wasn't like a long scene, but I actually really liked that scene because it showed like
True
the cracks
leadership.
and like showed like the cracks that you miss, like with just these big sweeping things that she does, and that the stuff isn't so black and white.
Right. Yep. I mean, what, we saw 2 or 3 people come in, and then she still had 200 and something other people to come in to tell her what was going on in their life and hope that she could save them. I don't know, whatever.
Right, exactly. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Was that?
How about Sansa?
Oh, poor little Sansa.
Yeah. So the clip for next week, we see what her auntie's name, Liza, like, thrown over the edge of something. Looks like she's about to fall into the pit of death.
I was gonna say, it looks like that's that hole that's in the big throne room or whatever it is that they go to. That's what I'm thinking it is. Yeah. So I don't know, but she's just
It's got to be about her boo again.
Yeah.
You're sleeping with her, my Dylan. So I don't know. Sansa needs to just jump up and run away.
Yeah, exactly. Like just take your chances, outside, because they're probably better than staying in this crazy place.
Yes.
But yeah, she's just.
It's weird. Like, I mean, is there really a point? I don't know, but it's entertaining because she's crazy as hell.
I know, and like Sansa she just can't catch a break ever.
Day one.
Yeah,
Okay.
ever since she left uh oh man, I forgot the name of their
Castle Black.
place. Castle. Okay, okay. Ever since she left there, it's just been bad news for
Yes.
her all the time.
Yes. The whole time.
Yeah, the whole like 3 years or however long it's been since she left there. But yeah,
The
poor
whole
little
time.
thing.
The whole time.
Exactly.
Mrs. Doubtfire, Mrs. Doubtfire. Check it out.
Good movie. But yeah, I think that was it for Game of Thrones, right? That's all I have written down.
That's everything.
Cool. Well, yeah, definitely can't wait for next week. Gonna be so good.
See that battle,
Mm.
that challenge.
I wonder if we'll get a conclusion next week with it though, or if they're gonna drag it out, well, or it'll go into the following week.
How many more episodes are left?
4, I think.
Oh, okay. So we got a good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll drag it out.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Jeez. But that's a good show, though.
Yep.
Well, cool. I think that pretty much wraps up everything we were going to talk about. So we're going to try to see Godzilla, and I'm going to see, I don't know, see, the setup here is weird, but I want to try to, because I would assume that Vanessa's going to see it too, so maybe we can do one where all 3 of us can be on the same episode.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. It's the mics. I don't know what I'm doing with the microphones, so...
Well, no. Well, maybe she can. Can you do more than one?
You can't
person
do.
on-
Well, you can do more than one person on Skype, I think, but like on my computer, I can't with the mics because it's like I tried it the other day and it's all like like it doesn't work,
Aw.
and like I can't. I'm not gonna. I don't have like an adapter or anything for it, so. But we'll see. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much everything. If you would like to send us any feedback or recommendations or anything, you can email us at damselsinDebate@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter also, and like our page or follow us or whatever, and subscribe and rate and review us on iTunes and on Stitcher. And if you want to just listen to any of our episodes, our older episodes, we have them on our website, which is damselsindebate.com. That's everything, right? I think I covered it all.
Yep. That's everything.
Yay!
Episodes.
Another episode.
Now you're gonna listen to yourself saying that episode.
Yeah, episode. I don't hear it. I'm gonna get it though. Oh, jeez. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Until next time, then. I don't know. I don't have a good sign off.
So long.
That's it.
Peace out, Joe.